Guys, everyone, please check your audio and video settings, please. Come on. Can you respond in the chat box, my dears? Okay. Yeah. Yesterday we are talking about approach number 4. What is approach number 4? Simple JDBC insert and simple JDBC call. Simple JDBC insert is there to generate the insert query dynamically based on the given table names and column values, and to perform insert operation in the DB table, right? Simple JDBC call is given to call the PL SQL procedures and functions above. It is given to generate and execute SQL query based on given PL SQL procedure name, param names, param values. That means it generates SQL query, that is, it generates SQL query that is to call PL SQL procedure. That is to call PL SQL procedure. So ultimately using this, we can call the PL SQL procedure. I hope everyone studied PL SQL programming in Arakil. PL SQL procedure functions, remembered? A simple JDBC call is a multi-threaded, reusable object representing a call to a stored procedure or stored function. It provides metadata processing to simplify the code needed to access basic stored procedures and functions. Okay. All you need to provide is name of the procedure or function, a map containing parameters when you execute the call. The names of the supplied parameters will be matched up with in and out parameters declared when stored procedure is created. Okay, ultimately what is there, guys? You will give procedure name, in parameter names and values, and you will get the out parameter values that we have to take as a result. So ultimately it is there to call the PL SQL procedure and function calls. Okay, sir, why we should go for PL SQL procedure and function? Everyone listen carefully. In my project, 20 modules are there. In 20 modules, same database logic is required. Instead of writing in every module as query, write only for one time in database software. Write only for one time in database software as PL SQL procedure, right? Write only for one time in database software as PL SQL procedure. As what? PL SQL procedure. As PL SQL procedure. Okay. And call that procedure in every module of the project or not? And call that procedure in every module of the project or not? I want reply. And simply call that procedure in every module of the project. What do you say, my dear? Convinced, my dear? Yeah, it's like Java method, boss. It's like a Java method in Oracle PL SQL programming. Instead of writing SQL query based logic in every module or application, it is recommended to write only for one time in database software as PL SQL procedure or function in database software. Use it for multiple times, either in multiple applications or modules of a project. Either in multiple applications or modules of a project. Convinced, my dear? Either in multiple applications or modules of a project. Use case 1. Instead of writing authentication logic in every module or application, write it only for one time and use it in multiple applications or modules of a project. Write it only for one time and use it in multiple applications or modules of a project. This is my use case one. Use case two. And you take a banking project, Babu. To get into every module, I should submit username password. Instead of writing that authentication logic related SQL query in every module, write it only for one time in database software as PL SQL procedure or function and call it in every module of the project. Call it in every module of the project. Okay, next use case two. Instead of placing attendance calculation logic in every modular application, write it only for one time in database software and use it multiple applications or modules of a project. Use it in multiple applications or modules of a project. Everyone understand my statement, guys? Got the clarity, boss? Write once, use more multiple times. Okay, guys. Steps to create PL SQL procedure in Oracle database software. Make sure that following database table is available, having usernames and password. I'm assuming there is a table called users info, username PK, password varchar2, Raja, Rani, Rajesh, Hyderabad, Mahesh, Vizag. Okay, to perform authentication and authorization, first of all, we should have a database table having the stored usernames and passwords or not. Having the stored usernames and passwords or not. Having the stored usernames and passwords or not. I want reply. Having the stored usernames and passwords. Yeah. Here is my SQL command line, guys. Run SQL command line. Where is apps, Babu? Where is apps? Run SQL command line, boss. Yeah, we need to create procedure or function. Connect. System is the username, manager is the password. Select star from users info. Yeah, table is already there. If not there, you have to create it. I think you know how to create a user. Same table is luckily available. Maybe I created for last batch. If not there, you have to create it. It is not ready-made table. Okay, we need to create this table manually. We need to create this DB table manually. We need to create this DB table manually. Tell me, create PL SQL procedure having authentication logic. Open SQL command line, connect, select star from user list. Then we have to say ED. One editor is open, Rabab. Here we have to write the procedure. Create or replace procedure. What do you mean by create or replace procedure? If procedure is already there, use it. If not already there, replace it. Create or replace procedure. If procedure is already there, create, not replace it. If not already there, create it. AUTH_pro, some name, right? Authentication procedure. Tell me next one. Name authentication_procedure. Name varchar 210. Name varchar 220. Tell me. Password. Okay. Array, listen. Param name, mode of the parameter, type of the parameter. In means to supply input values. Output, it means to get the output values. Out means to get the output values. In, what is there? Varchar2 of 20. Name in varchar 220, pass in varchar 220, result out varchar 220. Result out varchar 220. Understanding my statement, guys? Out means is like what? To gather the outputs, guys. In parameters are there to supply inputs to the procedure. Out parameters are there to gather results from the procedure, right? Okay. Tell me here what is there. As begin. As begin. As begin is like open floor bracket kind of thing. End semicolon is like closing floor bracket. Between as and begin, if you declare any variable, that becomes local variable. Count number 2. I'm creating one where local variable CNT. Local variable CNT. Now tell me. Select count to star from users info. Where? Tell me. What are the column names, guys? What are the column names? Uname is equal to name. PWD is equal to pass. And I am counting where uname is equal to name and PWD is equal to pass. Tell me, boss, count to star into CNT. I'm trying to store this one. Array. Generally, we study all these things in Oracle PL/SQL programming. We also used this technology where, guys, in callable statement of JDBC, same thing, Raghav. Select count to star into CNT. Or if username password successfully given, count to star will give me 1 that is stored into CNT. If wrongly given, count to star will give me 0 that will be stored into CNT. That will be stored into CNT, right, boss? If CNT not equal to 0, if CNT not equal to 0, tell me what is there. Result colon equal to valid credentials. This is not equal to symbol, Rabab. PL/SQL syntax is specific to every database of credentials. Else result colon equal to invalid credentials. Invalid credentials. File save file exit, file save, file credentials means enter. Procedure created with compilation errors. That means somewhere things gone wrong. Somewhere things gone wrong. Shall we understand? I will tell. Why? Because I will tell. Not single quotes are right. For if you have to write then Bob. Next, at the end you should write end if. At the end you should write end if. This is the syntax of Oracle PL SQL programming. For if you have to write then statement, at the end you should write end if. File save, file exit, slash. Still saying same error. Okay. ED. Until those errors are gone, you have to go for it. If then, I think where we are colon equal to assignment operator. This is right. This is right. Else part is also right now, boss. If then, oh, see, Racha, double quotes I kept, single quote. Yeah, that should be single quote. Good observation. File save, guys. File exit, file save, file exit. File save, file exit. Slash. Oh, still error is not gone. Still error is not gone. Why so? Let me check completely, boss. CNT number 2 into pass. Result out varchar 220. What is there in that? It's right now. Pass in varchar 220. 1 minute. Can I feel the error, boss? Can I feel the error? I feel there is no errors, but it is still saying errors are there. File save, file exit, slash. Okay, tell me, show errors. Encountered symbol, what is that? Open parenthesis when expecting one of the following. At line number 38. Encountered symbol, open parenthesis, line number 186. Encountered symbol, open parenthesis. Okay. Acha, it is more than 20. Yeah, it's more than 20. Okay, can I use 25? Otherwise, let's not use any space, any lengths. Varchar 2, varchar 2, varchar. Don't use any sizes, boss. File save, file exit, procedure create. Don't mention the lengths. Don't mention the lengths, then headache is not. Don't mention the lengths, then headache is not there. Check it out, guys. Create or replace authentication underscore pro. User varchar 2, pass varchar 2, result out varchar. Count number. Same story na, boss. File menu save, file menu exit save. Here you will get procedure created. SQL procedure create. Okay. Or SQL procedure created with compilation errors. Compilation errors. Okay. If errors are there, show errors. You see the error, so fine now, boss. Same thing, boss. This is not equal to operator. This is assignment operator. Not equal to. Not equal to. Yeah, syntax is little different. Not equal to operator. Next, colon equal to, it is for assignment. Assignment operator. This is not equal to, guys, this is for assignment. Tell me, PL SQL procedure does not return a value, but we can get multiple results. We can get multiple results. Understanding my statement? If you have ED, it will be opened, a notepad will be opened rather. We can get multiple results using out params. PL SQL function returns a value. That means we can get one result through return value. One result. What is the difference between procedure and function? Procedure does not return a value. Function returns a value. Okay, now listen. From procedure, I want to get 10 outputs. You have to take 10 out parameters. From function, I want to get 10 results. You take 9 out parameter, 1 return value. Because function should return a value, right now, boss? In PL SQL procedure, to get 10 results, we need to take 10 out parameters. In PL SQL function, to get 10 results, we need to take 9 out parameters and 1 return value. 9 out params and 1 return value. Clear, boss? Nine out parameters and 1 return value. Perfect, boss. Tell me, the PL SQL procedure or function params can contain name, data type, and mode. Name means name of the parameter. Data type means type of the parameter. Mode means mode of the parameter. In, to give input values. Out, to gather results. In out, to give inputs and to gather results. See the example. Y is equal to X into X. Y is equal to X into X. Tell me now, tell me. X should be taken as in param na, boss? And Y should be taken as out param, right now, boss? Y is equal to X into X. X should be taken as in param, Y should be taken as out param. X is equal to X into X. Then X should be taken as in out param or not? X should be taken as in out param or not? Because X is the input value, X is the output value. Here X is the input value, Y is the output. Okay, tell me here, this is param name, param mode. This is param data type. Param name, param mode, param data type. Param name. Okay, param mode. This is param data type. This is my param data. Everyone understood my statement, guys? In is there to give input values. Out is there to give the results. In out is there to give inputs and to gather results. Simple JDBC call, guys. Simple JDBC call. Tell me, data source object is the dependent object. So we can supply in param names and values as map object. We can get out param names and values as map object. Okay. Tell me, map string comma object execute map string comma object in params. Okay, calls PL SQL procedure or function by generating SQL query dynamically. It is expecting what? In parameter names and values as map object. It gives out parameter names and values. That means results in the form of out parameter names and values. Also as the map object. Also as the map object. How to specify the procedure name? To specify procedure name, set procedure name is the method. Okay. Are same as a simple JDBC insert story. What is the dependent object? Data source. How to supply input in parameter names and values? Map object. How to gather out parameter names and values? That means results. Map object. What is the method? Taking map and giving map. That is execute method, guys. Execute method is there, taking the map object, giving the map object. Taking the map object and giving the map object. Super. Now, set procedure name method is there to specify the PL SQL procedure name. To specify the PL SQL procedure name. Understanding my statement, guys? Set procedure name to specify PL SQL procedure name. This is purely there. This is purely go for to specify PL SQL procedure name. To simply specify PL SQL procedure name. Clear, my dear? Got the clarity, my dear? Convince it with me, my dear. Come on. This is method, na? Don't worry about small things. Set procedure. Yeah. Already we are having PL SQL procedure, na boss? Can we see one example application calling that PL SQL? PL SQL procedure or function is also called as PL SQL procedure or function is also called as stored procedure or function. Stored procedure or function because tell me, guys, they reside and execute. They reside and execute in database software. The PL SQL procedure is not case sensitive, boss. We can write letters in uppercase, lowercase, and also in mixed case. Uppercase, lowercase, also in mixed case. Super. Shall I go for it now? Let's see the application development. I'm closing this, also closing this, guys. Let me close all unnecessary windows. ID. The syntax of PL SQL programming is specific to each database. The syntax of PL SQL programming is specific to each database. Specific to each database. 64, guys. Perfect, guys. I'm taking copy of this, guys. Cross 505 simple JDBC call. Can save some time towards this. Simple JDBC call. Done. Simple JDBC call. Came nicely, boss. Today model is not required. Why? Because procedure is expecting just username and password. Let's empty everything, guys. Let's empty everything. Let's empty everything. Simple JDBC call test. Say next. Say next. Say finish. Simple JDBC call test. Simple JDBC call test. Super. These guys. Remaining code we will see later. Remaining code we will see later. Application context.xml. Data source, guys. Here, I would like to insert simple JDBC call configuration. Simple JDBC call here. Data source. It was context colon component scan com.in. Context colon component scan com.in. Right now was this is application context.x. Simple JDBC call test. Okay, nice, boss. So now let's decide the DAO interface and DAO. New interface. I login DAO, boss. I login DAO. Here is what? Public int, public int a string only. From procedure, I will get string only, right? String. Tell me, boss. String. Authenticate. What is the method? Authenticate. Alexa, activate balcony central light. Alexa, activate balcony central light.
Okay.
String user, string pass. Super. Can I give DAO IMPL class, guys? Login DAO IMPL. What is the interface? I login DAO. I login DAO. Super na, boss. Login DAO IMPL.java. Login DAO IMPL.java. Tell me next. At the rate repository. At the rate repository login DAO. @repository login DAO.
This Indian language is the fastest growing language in the United States of America. According to a 2018 BBC report, the number of US residents speaking this language has grown by 86.
Super boss. Tell me now. Private simple JDBC call. Yes, Jace. Here I am doing auto variant. Here I am doing auto variants. After that, what is next one? Set procedure name. Set PLC equal procedure name. Set PLC equal procedure name. SJC dot set procedure name. SJC dot set procedure name. SJC dot set procedure name. Tell me what is the procedure name, guys? AUTH underscore proceed. This is the procedure. What is the procedure name we have taken? AUTH underscore proceed. 1 minute, guys, on safe side. Okay. Just one. Okay. Next one is what, guys? Prepare map object representing in-param names and values. String comma object in params is equal to new hash map of. New hash map of. What did, guys? Control plus shift plus. Map string comma object in params is equal to new hash map of key comma values. New hash map of key comma values. Are you understanding my statement, guys? Come on. Hash map of. Tell me, guys. In params dot put user. In params dot put user, right? Next, in params dot put password PWD. Password PWD. Next one, call PLC equal procedure. Call PLC equal procedure. Tell me, guys. Map string comma object out params is equal to SJC dot execute. SJC dot execute. Tell me in params. SJC dot execute in params. Right now, boss? Super. Okay, now tell me. Right now, only one out parameter, guys. If you submit the name, you will get it. String result is equal to out params dot get. Out params dot get result, boss. Out params dot get result. It basically returns object class object, boss. I'm typecasting with string. Array, from the map object, how to get the value by submitting the key. Get method is there now, boss. Return. Everyone convinced, boss? I'm giving in parameter names and values as map object. I'm also going to get all out parameter names and values as map object. Simply as a map object. Understanding my statement, guys? Simply as the map object. Simply as the map object. Okay, we got the result, guys, and we are returning the result. We simply got the result, guys, and we are simply returning the result. Convinced, my dear? Got the point, my dear? DAO interface, DAO IMPL. This execute method taking what? Map of in params and giving map of out param. Giving map of out param. Giving map of out param. Service boss. Tell me, interface, I login management service. I login management service. Tell me, public string login string username string pass. String username, string pass. Public string login, string username, string password. Tell me, new class. Login management service IM. Interface. I login management service. I login management service. Guys, are you with me? I login management service. Tell me. At the rate service. What is this? Login service plus control plus 50 plus. At the rate service, login service. Tell me here, what is that? Private login DAO. Login DAO. Login DAO. Login DAO. Login DAO. Login DAO. Here is what? At the rate auto. Here is what? At the rate auto. Here is my at the rate auto. Here is my at the rate auto. Convinced, my dear? Got the clarity, my dear? Come on. Yes. At the rate auto. Right. Super. Tell me now here, what is there? Tell me what is there here, guys? String result is equal to login DAO dot. What is this? Login DAO dot authenticate of username and password. And I'm just returning that result. Return result, boss. Easy, boss. Anything great in the service class, boss? Everything is regular now, boss. So now, in application context.xml, simple JDBC call is configured, injecting data source object. And for user-defined classes, component scan is done. Okay, see, we are not writing query. We are not writing query calling procedure. Based on the procedure name you give, in parameter names and values you give, automatically this execute method generates the SQL query or not. That query calls PL SQL procedure, and whatever outputs are generated, they will come as another map object. They will be given as another map object. Here we get the result, and those result will be displayed. Come on. Simple JDBC call test, guys. Get to Spring Bean class object. Get to service class object reference. Object reference. Come on, guys. Get service class object reference. Now tell me. I login management service. I login management service. Service is equal to tell me. CTX dot get bean. CTX dot get bean. What is the bean ID for service class, guys? Login service, right? Login service. Tell me. I login management service dot class. Invoke the business method. Right. Invoke the business method. Try, guys. String result is equal to, tell me, service dot. What dot, guys? Service dot login. What is the username? Raja. What is the password? Rani. What is the username? Raja. What is the password? Rani. Right now, boss? Tell me next one. Catch. Exception E was E dot print stack. Exception E dot print stack. Guys. String result is equal to service dot login. Raja Rani. Yes. We are calling the business method. Shall I run the application? Yeah, run on Java application. Result not printed. Yes, good observation. Sys out result plus result, guys. Right click, run on Java application. Required input parameter name is missing. Okay. Okay, I think in our PL SQL procedure, username is taken as name, it seems. Username is taken as name, it seems. But somehow I passed it as what? User. That's why it is worried little bit. Okay, now you observe. Result is null. Okay, fine, no problem. Result is null. Can you help me? What is the name of the out param, guys? What is the name of the out param? Result only, na? Result only. That is taken in uppercase or lowercase? That is taken in uppercase or lowercase? Lowercase only, na? Then why it is not giving them? Lowercase only. Okay, I think it is maintaining internally in uppercase. Save it. Come here. Java application. Valid credentials. Coming or not. Somehow it is storing in the form of uppercase letters. Though we give in lowercase, internally it is storing in uppercase. Raja Rani password is right, boss. I have given wrong password. Right click, run as a Java application. Invalid credentials. It is showing the message invalid credentials or not. So that means it's working as we expect, boss. It's fairly working as we expect, boss. Okay. DAO authenticate. Procedure is placed here. According to these names and values are given. Yeah, when execute method is called, what's happening, boss? See, result is taken in uppercase. Always in uppercase. Should be in uppercase. Should be in uppercase. Gets the injected data source object. Takes the given PL SQL procedure name. From here procedure name is taken. gets the connection object from connection pool, takes the in params object, procedure name, and generates the SQL query calling procedure. See guys, in params object, procedure name, generate the SQL query calling PL SQL procedure. Right. Creates a callable statement object having this generated SQL query. Sets the values to in params. Array, while working with the callable statement, we have to set the values to in params by collecting values from in params object, map object. Registers the out parameters, right now, boss? It will definitely registers the out parameters. Super. Calls the procedure and stores the results into out parameters map object, and returns that map object. So we got that map object. From there, by submitting out parameter name, we got the result, guys, and we are returning the result. One guys, that means it is also internal using JDBC stuff now, boss. Callable statement means internally using JDBC stuff. Can we say JDBC is outdated? Can we really say JDBC is outdated? Once again, see, gets the injected data source object, takes the given procedure name, gets the connection object from connection pool, takes the in params object, procedure name, and generates the SQL query calling PL SQL procedure. Creates the callable statement object having the generated query. Sets the values to in params by collecting from in params map object. Registers the out parameters with JDBC types, right? Calls the procedure and stores the results into out params map object. Stores the results into out params map object. Understanding my statement? And returns that map object, and simply returns that map object. Okay, guys. Yeah, same thing, guys. Here, simple JDBC call is configured, injecting Dekari data source object, regular client application calling the business. Regular client application calling the business. Output is coming here. Deployment directory structure is given here. Jars are same as any other application. What are the jars you want to know? Jar files you want to know? Dependencies. Dependencies are, what are those? Lombok, guys. Spring text support, guys. Text next one. Spring JDBC, guys. OJDBC 8, guys. OJDBC 8, guys. Spring context support, Lombok, Spring JDBC, Hikari C. Order is not important. We can add them in any order. These are the dependencies. These are the various dependencies that I should add. Perfect. Let me upload the notes, guys. Spring for full stack students. With this, Spring JDBC is over. Tomorrow onwards, you'll be having sessions on. Okay. Arshit Chaurasia, you should learn, boss. Minimum knowledge on procedures and functions is required. Minimum knowledge on procedures and functions is required. Call to convert internal representation. My dear, you might be using query for object method. Okay, expecting uncategorized SQL exception, internal representation. Or you are trying to store string into float variable, that kind of problem. Understood? Yeah, will be there, guys. Project batches will be there in Naresh IT. Very soon they will be started. Thank you, guys. Have a nice day. Done, boss. Yeah, class is there. Tomorrow session is there. Tomorrow session is there. Our class is there. Happy. Tomorrow our class is there. Happily. Don't worry. Spring JDBC part 1. Upload section. Browse. What is this? Class content. Spring here. 6 4 Spring JDBC 7th April. Stop share here and